Welcome to my channel where I make videos about romanticizing life, creating art, and self-care. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to join the journey. Now off to the vlog. Saturday, the Wellbeing Fair in San Francisco. That's right, I loaded the kids up and packed dang near my whole house and hit the road for this super fun Wellbeing Fair. That was a blast, and I actually found out about this fair through my friend April, who I will be talking about in just a minute. I've really been making sure I get out more because with my first child, I was so scared. I mean, I eventually got out of the house like years, like probably more so to like year 3, year 4, but in the very beginning, I was just nervous. I was overthinking, scared about tantrums, and now I'm like, I'm not gonna let these things stop me. I will pack, I will be well prepared, I will move slow, I'll be patient, I'll be present, and take my time and not be so worried about what other people think. So it's been paying off. This fair was fabulous. We had a great day. We did have a little bumps in the road getting there with the car seat and stuff, but we made it. And we walk in and there's a freaking craft room. Now, if you know, then you know. Me and my kiddos, we love to craft. I am such a craft girl. I love getting creative, and I think that art is such a huge part of well-being. So it was beautiful to see that incorporated. They had 2 different crafts, vision boards and love lettering. So it was just nice to have that spontaneous aspect because I did not know, even though they had like a whole layout, I didn't know that was going to be involved. But here's my friend April, the one who told me about this event because she was a vendor. This was her very first vendor event. She just launched her business. She is a nutritionist and has her degree and all of these things, but Rocky Roots Herbal Works is her newest venture where she has like these honey stirs, tea, bath salts, all of the good sage bundles. I recently used one over the weekend, and it's the sugar cubes. I mean, how cute. Everything, it tasted delicious, looks beautiful. So proud of her and so grateful because she's always getting me hip to different events that are local, that are just right up my alley in alignment with what I want to do. So I'm very grateful that she told us about this event so we could support her and also just be involved in well-being. So they had plant-based snacks sponsored by Rainbow Grocery. Like you saw, they had the creative room, and they also had other things. It was like full spectrum. It was a holistic viewpoint at well-being. They had conversation circles where you could have these vulnerable, intimate, open conversations about things happening in the world. They had movement. They had yoga. They had dancing, which was one of my favorite parts. I'm going to be showing that later as well. They had supporting local, and so each business that came in was maybe like 4 or 5 local businesses that came out and showcase products that are all about well-being. They had a grief altar, and so this could be grieving from someone that you know personally, things in the world, the war, there's so much happening. They had Reiki, they had massage, bodywork, there's just so much, and it was such a beautiful event. I'm so grateful that I went. And if you are interested in going to things like this in your area, I highly recommend going on Meetup, Eventbrite, Alignable, creating your own if it doesn't exist. But the libraries, check it out, look it up, you never know.
circular motion will always land well, and any beat pattern, any pace of song.
And that wraps up day 1 of my wellness weekend. Off to day 2 for some hiking. Castle Rock State Park with No Worries Amigo Hiking Club. Their motto is to hike more, worry less, and feel good. One of my favorite things, I mean, I love connecting and I love the hiking, but I just think it's so dope that the founder brings out this big old van full of merch that's all about feeling good, worrying less, and hiking more. But also, he tends to have a table out front. We'll have some food. This was St. Patrick's Day, so we ate some St. Patrick's Day gear. It's just super dope. I love it. I love the space that has been created. This was my first hike, but I did go to one of their events last year, which was Earth Day, and they did a cleanup, and it was cool. And ever since, I'm like, I want to do something else with them. But I was pregnant and things were happening, and now I'm like, now's the time. And my very first hike, this ended up being a 6-mile hike. But it was great. I'm very proud of myself. I definitely had to get myself together mentally, and I made it happen. So yeah, let's keep on watching. You're gonna see the beautiful views and see the beautiful community that has been built through this club. Yeah, I'll take some bubbles. Bubbles. But wait, before the hike begins, there's actually a wellness shot that needs to be taken. Apparently, for all of the hikes, they take a shot, and it's normally not matcha, like it was for St. Patrick's Day with Lucky Charms. And then on top of the wellness shot, there's also a nice stretch that happens, so that way we can really get our bodies ready.
Very efficient.
It's a whole new experience. Truly, from the moment we started walking, I was in love. It was so green outside. It was just like every time I'm out in nature and I've taken just like long gaps from being away, I'm like, why? Why am I not out here every single day? Because it's beautiful. And there's a point in time in our hike when I it's like I could hear nature, I could feel nature. Like, it's just so indescribable. And this whole entire weekend allowed me to reconnect with myself in ways that I haven't in a long time, especially because when I was pregnant with my second and even my first, like, I was so focused on work, 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 work. And it's like, what about this part of you that is craving wellness? And when's the last time you have had a Reiki session? When's the last time you did create just for fun? And like, that's even my motto for this like whole entire year, is just to like create and sink into fun and not trying to monetize everything. When's the last time you really went out in nature? Like, it had been literally years since I had hiked. Years since I had hiked. So I'm like, I'm going to go out here. It was considered a moderate hike. There was light bouldering, and I was like literally so nervous. I was less about the mileage. Like, when I saw five or so miles, that's okay. But bouldering, I was so nervous, but I did it, and I'm so grateful that I did it. So it feels good to just go out and listen to that part of me that's just craving adventure. And nature is beautiful and has a great way of speaking to us. I've been like right next to people talking to them, and now I have like a little moment to myself, and I'm just having a blast. It feels so good to be out here. If you're looking to get into hiking or even super into hiking already, I definitely recommend downloading the app All Trails. It goes over different paths you can take and all of the details that you need to know about those specific trails and pathways. And there's also reviews from different people who have hiked to let you know about weather and steepness and everything. Definitely check it out, All Trails. And that's a wrap to my wonderful weekend filled with all things wellness, from a well-being fair to a beautiful hiking trip. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.